Hola chicos, estamos hoy con David Guetta y les voy a contar un poquito de qué ha estado haciendo, qué cosas nuevas se trae y cómo se siente por los últimos acontecimientos que ha logrado. Así que vamos a hacerle todas las preguntas. Hello David Guetta, it's just like an honor to meet you actually. And you're breaking records all over the world and you're also killing it like professionally. I mean, you've been chosen for a second time as the #1 DJ on the world by DJ Mag. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's a great honor. I'm super happy about it. I think I'm even happier than the first time it happened to me almost 10 years ago, because of course it shows also longevity, and it shows that my music is still connecting with the younger generation, which I love, because I'm a little bit crazy. I think I'm still 20 years old.
Oh, well, that's good. Being like mentally young, it's good. Keeping you active, you know. Okay, and also about the 2 record Guinness you just broke. The United Homes show that was like viewed by a whole lot of people, and also the DJ with most likes on Facebook. Do you feel that's important for you, breaking records, as in a book?
No, I think honestly, what was important was that, you know, when we did those shows, we were helping people, because I did those shows to collect money to help people with COVID, and we collected $1.5 million to we distribute. We gave millions of meals to people that didn't have money to eat, you know. So that's the most important. But of course, yes, it's crazy because we did 50 million views, which is, you know, just on social media, it's completely insane. It's like,
Right.
like imagine like the biggest, I don't know, like a football final on global TV, you know, it's crazy. So I think I got a little bit lucky because people were so bored in confinement, they didn't know what to do, and everybody was watching me.
So, do you think maybe quarantine and the pandemic has helped you to achieve these?
Yes, of course, of course. I mean, first it was my inspiration, and second, you know, like I said, social media became even bigger during quarantine,
Right.
because I mean, it's crazy to have 50 million people watching a DJ playing music on their phones. It's unbelievable.
It was a pretty good set. I mean, yesterday I was watching the one from New York, and trust me, I loved it. Like, it was
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Okay, also, the EMAs were not so long ago, and you won the Best Electronics. Congratulations. And okay, what did that mean for you going back on stage after a year with complicated events? How do you feel about going back on stage?
I miss it so much, and I was really happy to, and also to be honest, you know, like, because I've been in confinement so much, so whenever I can meet real people, I'm so excited, you know. So
Right.
doing the TV show was an excuse for me to go back on stage and meet my friends, and it was really nice. Um, and yeah, I miss being on stage a lot, because, you know, this is everything in my life. I'm trying to make the best out of the situation, because, you know, um, uh, I'm like a positive person. I'm always trying to make the best out of everything. So now I'm working a lot on making new music, and it's a very inspiring moment for me.
Hmm.
Uh, we made this record with Sia, that is
Let's love.
about
It's
confinement.
brilliant.
You know, we made the record during confinement. I was stuck in. I produced the whole record on my laptop in my apartment, and Sia recorded her vocals herself on her computer without an engineer.
Oh, so it
A
was like a
little bit.
DIY record.
No, but really, huh? Really, like almost like if we were, you know, 17 years old and starting to make music alone, you know, with no money, and it was fun to do this, you know. And this is the lyrics, you know, they are about going through this tough time together and not against each other, because we really need unity right now.
Right. I agree with that. We really need unity right now around the world with everything going on. And you said there's new music coming soon. About that, can you give us a hint or not yet?
No, not yet, but there's so much coming, so much, because you know, it's probably the first time since 20 years that I'm able to make music every day for 6 months, you know. So
Right.
of course, you know, it's been very inspiring, and yes, there's a lot coming.
And also about the new music, which artist would you love to collaborate with that you haven't worked with yet?
I mean, there are a lot of famous artists, of course, that I still didn't collaborate with, but in an ideal world, it would be finding a new Sia, a young
Right. We
version
know
of,
you love Sia. We know that.
yeah,
And I mean, when you guys
but
work together, it's explosive. It's amazing. I love every
but
single song.
but you know, like the first time we worked with when we made Titanium,
Right?
and you know, she wasn't as famous as now, and me neither, and it was really magic, you know. And I wish I could find that. If you ask me, like, what would be the best, you know, of course I would love to work with Adele or Sam Smith or people like this, but it would be even better to discover a new artist that would be so talented.
Right. Well, actually, Titanium is kind of special to me because I used to sing in bars when I was 17, and that's the first song I ever sang.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so you're pretty
And
special to
it's
me,
difficult.
actually.
It's
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult song, so you must be good.
I don't know yet, but yeah. Okay.
Well,
Um,
anyway, I'm
I,
I'm I'm happy that I'm special to you. Thank you very much.
yeah, and I mean to Peru too. So, can you tell us about Future Rave? I read something about that's a movement you're talking about. So, can you tell us about a bit more Future
Yes,
Rave?
well, this is probably the reason why I won number one DJ this year, because you know I dedicated a full year to create a new sound with my friend Morten, and it's first it just started from us making music, but it's inspiring a lot of DJs, you know, that not only are playing our record but also producing in the same style, and we call that sound Future Rave, and it's a little bit, let's say, going back to the early 90s type of rave sound, but with the taking elements of the underground, but with a bigger sound, you know, for the festivals.
Right.
And this is something that is really doing really good in the electronic music community right now. It's like a new trend, so I'm very excited about it.
Oh, cool. Okay. And also, you are going for Tomorrowland's New Year's Eve show. Is it? We know it's going to be virtual, but is it going to be like the sets you've done from home, maybe from Ibiza, or is it going to be in a stage like the EMA or something?
It's well, I can tell you because I already recorded it. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. So I can already tell you about the results. So what we did is a virtual experience. So it's like a festival, and you can go through the festival, but except that it's in a virtual world, and they're doing everything in post production. You know, like a big science fiction Hollywood movie, and I have seen some of the images already, and it's really spectacular. Like wow, like incredible.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. And finally, to finish this interview, you say you miss going on stage and talking about the crowd. How do you feel? You've been here in Peru like quite a couple of times and more. How would you compare the Peruvian crowd to the crowds you've seen all over the world? Do you think it's warm enough? Are we turned up enough? It's
uh,
important.
honestly, I think my favorite crowd is Latin people in general. So you know, every time I'm touring Latin America, I'm the happiest man in the world, including when I'm going to Peru.
Okay.
It, it's really a super warm crowd. So yes, I love it.
Oh, that's great. Okay, thank you, David Guetta. Can you also invite your Peruvian fans to listen to Let's Love in Radio Planeta? And that would be it.
Okay. Hey, this is David Guetta. Check out my new record, Let's Love, together with Sia on Radio Planeta.